All right. Andre Ward says, man, don't make this fight with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder too soon because Tyson Fury's eye will never be the same. And he doesn't want to get that hit by Deontay Wilder. All right, man. I gotta get on Andre on this a little bit in this video. Love Andre Ward, man, as a fighter. But I gotta get on him a little bit on this one. Let me know what you actually, that's what we're gonna talk about in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel, subscribers. If you are not subscribed, hey, accept my invitation to subscribe. Also, I want to thank everybody that supports and encourages the channel by listening to the videos all the way to the end. I'm going to have questions at the end of the video that I really do want your reply on in the comment section. So, hey, please, please, please do that for me. Also, thank you to everybody that comes to the chats that we do Monday through Friday and on Sunday, OG Boxing Talk, and support there. And shout out to my Patreons on the Patreon channel. You guys are really making this a very, very successful channel. And I really, really do appreciate you. Our metrics are great, and they're great because of you and your support for the channel. Andre Ward. My favorite fighter since the year 2000, Andre Ward. Okay. Now being caught up to by Deontay Wilder and Errol Spence Jr. But man, I was still a big fan of Andre Ward. But Andre Ward got a Deontay Wilder issue that I do not understand. Maybe it is because he's such, he's really a standout amateur. And, he's a very good boxing technician. And Deontay Wilder is just a beast of it. But he's a beast of an athlete that just got like superhuman punching power. And his success comes from Deontay being Deontay. You can train a fighter to be a great fighter, but you can't train a fighter to be Deontay Wilder. That boy got that pop. He's got the eraser. You know what I mean? That rare eraser in boxing that means a lot more that you can't teach. And since you can't teach it, trainers don't seem to appreciate it, right? Because trainers are looking for what they can train, what they can improve, what they can fix, what they can maximize. But you can do all the technical training in the world that you want to an A sprinter. But when he runs into Usain Bolt, hey man, he's losing that race. And why? Because he's just not fast enough. That's what Deontay Wilder is. Deontay Wilder is, you can say something about how his punches leave. You can't say anything about how they land and the effect that they have. The shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. The easiest way to win a fight and the most effective thing to do in all of boxing is to render your man unconscious with a shot to the dome piece. And there has been very, 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 very few boxers in the history of our grand sport that have been able to do so as successfully as Deontay Wilder. And that, my friend, is an objective fact. You know how we like to say facts? Facts. Andre Ward is talking about Tyson Fury, the person that for some ridiculous reason, based in the absence of logic, is considered by some people as the number one heavyweight in the world because he managed to stay awake for 12 rounds. Well, he didn't actually manage to stay awake for 12 rounds, but he woke up in the middle of the fight and he got a draw against Deontay Wilder. And as a result of that, he was catapulted in to being the number one heavyweight in the world. Without a doubt, easily the best heavyweight in the world. Then he got in with a guy that wasn't one of the top 50 heavyweights in the world. I'm exaggerating there probably, but he's not a top heavyweight and he got his eye opened up. He got beaten up, he got bloodied up, and people like Paulie Malignaggi gave him the excuse that, hey, that's what he does. He fights down to his competition. He fights up to his competition. He fights down to his competition. If you fight down to your competition, that is a flaw. Okay, it's a flaw. But this flaw that he has of fighting down to his competition, or whatever, wound up getting this guy's eye cut. And now he's heading into a rematch against Deontay Wilder. Now, here's my problem with Andre Ward. Andre Ward said after the Deontay Wilder-Tyson Fury fight that Deontay Wilder's not going to want to see that again, and he is going to go and fight somebody else. So, bro, let's bring on Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua. Andre Ward took a lot of heat from that because it sounded like he was questioning Deontay Wilder's heart and saying that Deontay Wilder wouldn't want to get in the ring with that. Now, he explained it as saying, nah, he wasn't questioning his heart. He was questioning the fighting style because the guy's tall, he's awkward, he's this, he's that, or whatever. The Deontay Wilder, it's just going to be an awkward fight for Deontay Wilder. Okay, I'll take you at your word that that's what you meant. Okay, why not? I like Andre Ward. I think he's a good guy from everything that I can see. So I'll go with that. But now coupling that, right? Looking at the two things together, when Andre Ward says that he would like to see Tyson Fury wait longer for the fight with Deontay Wilder because his eye isn't healed up right. It's still going to be raw. It's still going to be pink. And you don't want a guy like Deontay Wilder that punches that hard, opening your eye up. So he hopes that Tyson Fury would wait longer for the fight and that fight fans should wait a little longer. He knows that he doesn't like that, that fight fans having to wait for fights, but he thinks that Tyson Fury should wait longer to do that. Now, in and of itself, it could sound like you're saying, something that's reasonable. You're being neutral and you're saying, hey man, if I was Tyson Fury, I wouldn't fight that quick. I wait for my eye to heal because after that type of injury, your eye's never really going to be the same. But when you read the two things together, Andre, it sounds like you got an issue with Deontay Wilder. Because first, you don't think Deontay Wilder's ever going to take the fight, right? And it came off snide. It really did. And just like it is reasonable, your interpretation is reasonable, so is the other interpretation is just as reasonable. But once you explain your how the thing, and when I say your interpretation is of you saying Deontay Wilder's not going to want that fight, it's a reasonable interpretation for people to say that you hating on Deontay Wilder and you calling Deontay Wilder chicken shit. Okay? And that's a reasonable interpretation. It's all your interpretation is also, your explanation is also reasonable because you're the one that said it. You know what's in your head. And that's a plausible explanation, right? But now you couple it on with it sounding like you want to protect Deontay Wilder, protect Tyson Fury's eye. Now you're starting to sound like you don't want to see Deontay Wilder beat him because Deontay Wilder is going to cut that. If that eye ain't all the way healed up, Deontay Wilder is going to open that eye up or he's going to break his ribs, one or the other. Because Tyson Fury's going to keep his hands up to keep that eye from getting touched, or Deontay Wilder is going to hit him in the body. I hope. And I'm telling you, I hope. And if it sounds like I'm being biased, I am. Okay? Because you guys keep touting, number one, two ridiculous things with Tyson Fury. One, that he's the top heavyweight in the world when he has not beaten a top 10 opponent in 4 years. And number two, that he's the lineal champion when there's absolutely no line between him and the other lineal champions, him or Vladimir Klitschko and the other lineal champions. So you manufacture a victory out of a failed title attempt, right? A failed title attempt because Deontay Wilder was the champion. But then when Tyson Fury fails to win a championship against Deontay Wilder, the WBC belt, you just make one up and give it to him and call him the lineal champion. That double whammy is obscene. And I've not ever heard Andre Ward say anything about whether this guy was a lineal champion or not. I would have to listen, and I purposely have closed my ears about whether or not he says Tyson Fury is the number one heavyweight in the world. And I only focus on those two statements. One, because I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. that you just weren't disliking Deontay Wilder. And I can understand, because I understand where the root of that stuff is for a lot of really pure technical, for technicians. And that is that Deontay Wilder is not a technician. He's a talent. And that's a talent that you just can't copy. You can't train for. You rarely see. And he is that 400-pound gorilla in the room. It is what it is. You get in there with him, your punches can be straight, your footwork can be flawless, and he will turn your lights out as soon as he touches you. And that is something that other people, shout out to 78 Sports TV, because he's pointed this out many times, that these guys don't have. They don't have the ability to do that. To pull out your championship in the 12th round when you're down on the cards and you need this guy out of here to walk through a couple shots. When you come into it, you were probably at that time, probably lost 5-6 pounds. You're down to 206 pounds when you're usually weighing 223. Clip this dude on the chin and continue to hold your belt. But nobody wants to tell that story, that portion of the story of the talent of Deontay Wilder. Anyway, it is what it is. This is my question. What do you think about that? Is Andre Ward really just kind of being a neutral observer here? Does he have some type of issue with Deontay Wilder, either personally or him technically as a fighter? Is it a network thing? What is it? Because I really do think something's there, but I don't think it's just because Andre Ward just doesn't like black people or is ashamed that he's won. I just don't believe that about him. Anyway, it is what it is. Let me know what you think in the comment section to those questions and any other question you want to ask. And with that, I'm out. Peace.